Hello everyone, this is rada3 bringing you another Battlefield 2, that game. So it's gonna be on the map Buckland. It's gonna be me in the bottom left as the elves, and my 2v2 partner rada1 as goblins in the bottom right. And we're gonna be versus a clan this time. It's the MK clan, and it's MK Freejole. It's MK Frijoles, but his name got cut short, and his partner MK the Smurf, which is short for MK the Smurf. This game is actually the first 2v2 that I played over Game Ranger, the networking thing that I've been telling you guys to download, which lets you play off of the EA server. So yeah, this is from Game Ranger. The only problem with Game Ranger is that if your name exceeds a certain number of characters, then it just cuts it short once you actually get inside the game. So yeah, this is Game Ranger. Voila. Free to play, free to download. Really easy to set this up. I don't even remember having to set up an account for it. You might have to set that up. It might take like 1 minute. But yeah, it should be a pretty interesting game. These are two very good players. I have another replay of me versus Frijoles, which means beans for those of you that don't speak Spanish. Um, but I don't think I'm going to cast that one because it wasn't a particularly good game. I might though. 1v1 Forza Horizon. But yeah, versus double dwarves, and one of them putting a mine shaft in the middle. That's not very comfortable. And here we got some pro micro by me. I'm like, okay, I send my elves around that way and try to do something. I goodness knows what. Because my partner was sending his troops in this way, and I thought he was gonna send them around to this choke here, and I thought I'd come around and get behind him and have the guardians over here. But things didn't work out at all like that. So I've been running around for the past goodness knows how long, just trying to get one shot off of these guardians and not succeeding at all. And now there's a second guardian horde out, and this is why none of us should ever micro like Radagast the third. Got out a second horde of archers, and looks like Free Hole down here is building a whole bunch more guardians. I think I actually got one shot off there. Did I? Oh, I'm amazing. I got a shot off. And then bringing in some more archers over here, doing a little bit of a pincer movement. And my partner is up here fooling around, taking out mining, which is a really smart idea when someone does the proxy barracks in the middle of the map. It's just get into their base and harass their mining. No mining, they can't build troops. Can't build troops, well, I'm sure everyone can figure that out for themselves. Yeah, so what I decided to do was, if he's doing a mass guardian spam on me like this, then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna build archers galore and let Radagast, my partner, go ahead and tank for me. And yes, we call them tanks. We don't call them buffs in this game, we call them tanks. I've had very long discussions with Radagast about this, and it is called a tank, not a buff. And some beautiful mini-map watching by me to allow a Dwarven player to establish a mine shaft, which is on my vision. I can totally see this, and build up a huge number of guardians and just walk right into my base. That was gorgeous by me. So I'm like, okay, to heck with that, I'm just gonna demolish one of the barracks now and get the money back from it. I'm like, partner, help. And so hopefully you will come over and help in a minute. And this is why archers are so nice, is I can spread them out and I can take apart pretty much anything. I believe that I had those warriors on defensive stance to absorb more damage, and then I used rally call and come in and finish all this up, and I destroyed one barracks by myself and took a little bit of damage on the second barracks. So that worked out really well for me. Radagast continuing to build up a ton of goblins, and it's got his spider cave out and is producing spiderlings. Pretty good versus guardians, but if he switches to phalanxes, which are the dwarven pikes, then Radagast is in trouble, because spiderlings are so worthless versus pikes. They're pretty much like a cavalry that doesn't trample, so that's why they're cheaper. But yeah, phalanxes are the bane of all spiderlings, and Radagast doing some crazy spreading around here. He's got stuff going down the middle, he's got stuff going up here, over here. And this is why I allow him to have the humble position of being my 2v2 partner. Can you tell this whole cast so far is just a joke against my partner? I love being in the casting position. Anyways, so blue all over the map here. And the dwarves, not with too much to respond to this. He's got some stuff lined up in his mineshaft, but he really should be just attacking with that and forget all this mineshaft stuff. Oh, there we go. Popping some of it out here. It looks like he's gonna go straight for my fortress? That can't be right. Maybe he'll go for the barracks. But yeah, he's going for the fortress. That could probably cost him the game, because that is such a bad decision. I mean, judging by all the stuff that I've got here. I'm not even gonna bother watching that. It's just a massacre. And still, this barracks in the middle, it's level 2 barracks, and we haven't bothered to kill it the whole entire game. Mainly because we're doing harass and defending our bases and stuff. So I'm like, not happy about all this. I only have one warrior horde to take out all of his mine shafts that he's popping up. I'm leaving an archer horde down here in case he does bring more guardians out, then I have some support for that. And I'm just like, okay, take the rest of my army, make use of my army, and go attack something. Radagast not doing particularly well right there. And looks like there's a glowing out for Frijoles. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call him just straight up Frijoles. That would be lame, not to make fun of him. And now we've got a demolisher coming from I have no clue where. Oh duh, he's got a siege works up there. And he's placing all kinds of beacons here. He's like, help. And so I'm like, okay, we got this, no biggie. And so I'm bringing every single thing I have over here, none of which is any good at all at killing demolishers. Except my swords. Where'd my swords go? No clue. Well, I had some, oh, there they are. Those are the only thing I had that could possibly kill a demolisher. Pikes, I believe, work slightly better versus demolishers. But yeah, swords or pikes to take that out. And so Radagast is going to lose his fortress off of a very nicely timed demolisher. That was smart playing by SMURF. Just to let you know, SMURF's, I believe, like a level 8 or something. He might even be higher than that. I don't know, but these are really good players that we're facing. And so they're trying to get in here and take Radagast out, but we're like, nothing doing, so we kind of shut that down. Good defense by us, but we did lose that fort, which is pretty major. And Radagast is not going to be able to use any of his powers, which he's not quite up to scavengers yet, which I'm hoping is what he's getting. I am so biased in favor of scavengers, it's like not even funny. So we're like, okay, we've got a whole bunch of troops, and they're still rebuilding from that little, whatever the heck you want to call it, that thing that happened down here, you know. So like, okay, good time, let's go crush the middle. And the Spider Riders are a very nice unit for taking down structures. They're a very nice unit for doing just about anything. And so I'm like, oh dang, he's got a battle wagon. This is the supreme need to move everything really fast. Okay, watch this. I got archers here, archers here, archers here, and archers here. And a minute ago, every single one of those archers